Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm excited to see you and I'm excited that you guys are here. Today we're going to roll a masterpiece, so you'll need a die. If you don't have a die, like a dice, you can upload an app. There's a lot of apps out there that are just like random rollers or whatever. So also you'll need the roll a die sheet that I have as a shareable link in Clever, so you can get that. But this is kind of the end result. You're gonna pick a letter and then you get to basically roll a recipe and how you make your Zentangle design. I hope you guys enjoy and let's get creative. The way this video is designed is it's going to show a preview of all of the patterns in that roll. So the first roll, I'll show you what that looks like all the way through. And then I'll do a first roll, and then I'll do the second roll and what all those patterns look like in a second roll. And then I'll do that roll, and then so on and so forth. So you'll see a sped up version of each round of rolling before I do my rolling. The first roll is just how you split up your letter. You'll need 4 sections or areas to finish off the drawing. So again, the first roll is just how I'm splitting up my image. So I'm rolling, I've got a 2. So I'm going to go and look at my image. My 2 is the wavy line. So that's how I'm going to section off my letter. And just by doing 3 wavy lines or 4 wavy lines to make 4 to 5 section splits. So again, this time lapse shows like if I rolled a 1, this would be the first pattern, the second pattern, and so on and so forth. Remember, this is only round 1 of rolling. So we're filling 4 areas, and this is the first area. So I believe this is 3, and then this is if you roll a 4. And this is 5, and the next one is 6 if you roll a 6. So I'm gonna roll again. I got a 6. So I'm gonna go back and look. My 6 is my raindrop. So I'm gonna cover my first area with raindrops. So this is our third roll. First roll was how we divided our letter up. First roll was what pattern went into the first area. And then this is our third roll. Whatever number you get on this roll is whatever pattern goes into our second sectioned off area. This is roll number, this is if you roll a 2 on this round, this is the pattern you make. If you roll a 3, this is the rough guideline of what you do. You just take these as guidelines. They're not rules. You can switch them however you want and make them look however you want. You can also make them as big as you want or as small as you want. This is if you roll a 4. If you roll a 5, this is what you're doing. And if you roll a 6, you're gonna do the squares. Sorry, I had to finish up I missed some spot with the raindrops. So I'm rolling. And I get another 6. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look at my 6. My 6 is even squares. So I'm gonna fill this area with squares. Again, you can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. So you can make these squares so big that only maybe 4 of them fit into the area. I like making them smaller because it makes it more visually interesting. So because I have 5 sections, I just decided to do 2 rolls of column 3. So my first roll for column 3 was a number 6, which is those tight squares. And then my second roll for column 3 is these spirals. And it's kind of a square spiral. And instead of doing one large square spiral, I do a bunch of them and in different directions. So if you have more than 4 areas, that's okay. You can just roll again. This is your 4th roll, and the patterns are as followed. So if you roll a 1, you get a bunch of triangles that are random shapes. If you roll a number 2, it's like these diamonds that are stacked on top of each other, and so on and so forth. So I'm rolling, I get a number 2. So in my roll 4, my number 2, if I roll a 2, is the diamonds that are kind of stacked on top of each other. In our final roll, we have question marks for roll number 1. Rolling a 2, you get exclamation points. If you roll a 3, there are these parentheses. Excuse the start of my parentheses. They weren't the greatest, but then they ended up really good. Roll number 4 is yay! And remember, you don't have to make them bubble letters. You can just write the word over and over and over again. Then we have smiley faces, and then these like tiger stripes. So I roll on my final time. I roll a 2, so I'm gonna get the exclamation points, and I'm just gonna fill the area with exclamation points. After that, I'm going to just time lapse it. I outline in black pen, and then I go ahead and I color it. Hope you guys had fun. See you later.